Hello, hello. We are back here live for another week, our special pronunciation week. Welcome to everyone connecting on Facebook. Let's see, we're going to get connected on Instagram as well. Let me know if you're here today with us for our special kickoff of pronunciation week. All right, send your name, where you're from. Hello, Instagram. All right. We are starting our first day of pronunciation week Instagram. So let me know if you are here. Send your name, where you're from. How was your weekend? We've got a few people connecting. Angie's here. Serrano is here. Excellent. Hello, Ayun723. Nice to see you here. Let me get connected over here on Facebook as well. Hello, Oscar. Hello to you. Gabo1698 is here with us as well. Facebook. Let me see here if I can get connected with you guys. All right, Elifer86, hello. How are you today? Fran9318, hello, hello. Right, Facebook, we're slowly getting connected as well. Okay. Looks like Gerardo Portillo is here with us. Alexandra Vera is here. Hello. And let me just wait a minute to make sure Facebook is connected here with us as well. Por ver de siempre, how am I doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Excited to start this pronunciation week with you guys. Okay, Juan from Mexico is here. Nuri Santos, so it's 12:05, so let's get started. Son las 12:05, entonces vamos a empezar. Welcome to Open English Mode. My name is Marie, United States. Estamos arrancando hoy con nuestra semana de #Pronunciation Week para ayudarles a mejorar su pronunciación. Siempre en como las clases en vivo, ustedes me preguntan, ¿cómo puedo mejorar mi pronunciación? Eso es como uno de los temas como más difíciles en inglés, es como ese tema de pronunciación. Entonces, hoy vamos a arrancar con nuestra semana dedicada a cómo mejorar unos tips y como práctica para mejorar la pronunciación en inglés. All right. Juan Carlos, hello, nice to see you. Excellent. All right, Ingrid is here from Venezuela. Perfect. So today I'm going to share five tips on how you can improve your pronunciation. Pero recuerden, si quieren practicar más intensivo con clases más largas, clases privadas en grupos pequeños, visiten nuestra página openenglish.com para recibir más información o el link en el video para recibir más información también, porque ustedes también me preguntan mucho por los costos del curso, pero no manejo los precios aquí en la clase. Entonces, si quieren más información, por favor, visita nuestra página openenglish.com, llenar el formulario para recibir más información. So, let's get started with 5 tips to improve your pronunciation. So, number 1, my first tip is un tip muy importante. So, my first tip to improve your pronunciation is to always remember, it is very important to distinguish between having an accent and having good pronunciation. Ese es un punto muy importante. Es como tener un acento o tener un acento como un acento no tan nativo o tener como buena pronunciación. So this is very important. So for example, when I learned Spanish here in Colombia, there are so many accents that I had to listen to. So people from the coast, people from Medellin, for example, they all have different accents. However, in Spanish, they all have good pronunciation. The pronunciation doesn't change, but the accent does. Entonces yo creo que es un tema muy importante porque a veces las personas piensan que no, yo tengo un acento en inglés. Cuando yo hablo en inglés, yo tengo un acento. Pero no está mal esto. No está mal tener un acento porque obviamente aprendiendo inglés, uno es muy difícil como dejar un acento 100%. So my point is that I don't have to speak like someone from Bogota or someone from Mexico City or someone from El Salvador for you guys to understand me. I have a very different accent in Spanish, but I try hard with my pronunciation so you can understand me. The same applies for English. You don't have to speak like teacher Maritza from Michigan with the same speed and tone, but it is important to work on improving your pronunciation. For example, knowing how to pronounce a minimal pair, like down versus dawn. Eso es como una cosa muy importante. Ustedes no tienen que hablar como yo, porque yo soy una nativa de inglés, entonces la idea no es hablar exactamente como yo, el mismo ritmo, tono, como velocidad de hablar, no es la idea. La idea es que uno puede entender a tú mismo y practicar unos sonidos como diferentes en inglés. So it doesn't depend on your accent, but rather your pronunciation. Okay. Exactly, Alexis. There are many accents in Colombia. I'm sure there are different accents in Mexico, but the pronunciation is fairly equal between all Spanish. So it's the same in English. People in Michigan don't speak the same as people from Texas, but that's okay. We all have the same pronunciation. So that's important. That doesn't matter if you have an accent. The accent is not bad. I think many times people think I have to speak like a native speaker for people to understand me. But no, the important thing is that you're pronouncing the words correctly. So that's tip number one to keep in mind. Tip number two para mejorar tu pronunciación. I think another common mistake is thinking that you need to speak fast in English, that you need to speak fast in order for people to understand you. Otro punto muy importante es como yo creo que yo diría que es como un error para las personas aprendiendo inglés, es ellos piensan que tiene que hablar muy rápido. So this is a big mistake, especially when we talk about pronunciation. So sometimes people think that they have to speak fast and they try to speak fast and their pronunciation suffers. Entonces a veces las personas piensan que tienen que hablar muy rápido, pero al final las personas no te entienden y sufren mucho el tema de pronunciación. Entonces es muy importante cuando estás aprendiendo inglés hablar como rápido, pero claro. Rápido, o no tan rápido, pero claro. Es más importante enfocarse en hablar claramente que tan rápido. So, another tip to improve your pronunciation is don't think about saying things fast because your pronunciation will suffer. Okay. Let me take a look at your comments over here on Facebook. All right. I see. Some people are saying, if, for example, it's difficult to pronounce words like change and changed. So minimal pairs are important as well. Okay, excellent. Nani Gomez has a great question. Aunque uno sepa hablar inglés, ¿es bueno escuchar audios en inglés para acostumbrar el oído? Yes, Nati. Es muy importante escuchar porque cuando uno escucha los audios en inglés, puede mejorar la pronunciación también. O sea, hay una conexión entre el oído y la boca. Okay. Let me see. Saw some more comments coming in. Okay, there are different accents in English. Exactly. So we have more British English and American English. So it's another reason why it's important to listen to both as well. All right, si estás conectando en ese momento, estamos hablando de unos tips para mejorar tu pronunciación. Entonces vamos con tip número 3. Okay, so it's not only important to hear the difference. For example, Nathy's question, it's important to hear. Sí, es muy importante escuchar, pero también ver las diferencias en la pronunciación. So it's really important to listen to differences in pronunciation, but see the differences as well. So my tip is look up videos, for example, on YouTube for difficult sounds to pronounce and watch and imitate the mouth movements. So for example, the CH sound and the SH sound, they are different sounds, but the mouth movement is different, and it's important to see that difference. So it's important to hear how it sounds, but see how the mouth actually moves. How it actually moves. So for example, ch, and sh. My mouth is moving differently, and it's important when you are learning English to look at how the mouth actually moves so you can make the sound. Okay. All right. See some different tips. So Roger says music and movies help as well. Yes. All right. Yes, there are many different sounds in English as well. So it's important to practice the sounds, each sound. Very good. A veces una palabra puede sonar igual, pero la pronunciación varía. Exactly. So it's important to look at how the sound actually looks, how your mouth looks when you are making the sound. All right, tip number 4. Tip number 4. Si ustedes quieren compartir este video con los amigos, pues para que ellos también puedan mejorar su pronunciación, por favor, comparte este video aquí en Instagram y Facebook. Y vamos para número 4. Tip number 4. So one tip I found helpful for learning a new language is stopping to think about the word and breaking it down into smaller sounds and practicing each sound. Entonces, un tip muy importante es como, si es una palabra muy larga, es importante como tomar como cada sonido, como independiente, o como practicar cada sonido de la palabra, en lugar de intentar decir la palabra larga de una, como, uy, no, voy a hacer esto muy rápido y todo a la vez, al mismo tiempo. Eso es como un poquito frustrante, porque es muy importante escuchar como cada sonido y después juntar todos los sonidos. So, for example, you can take your time practicing long words like the word temperature. Eso es como una palabra medio difícil en inglés para pronunciar. Entonces es importante como tomar cada sonido y practicar cada sonido y después juntar todos los sonidos. So, for example, temperature. Temp, per, utter. Temperature. Entonces, a veces cuando yo veo una palabra muy larga o que es difícil para pronunciar en español para mí, yo en la mente literal estoy como tomando cada sonido y empezando en cada sonido en la mente antes de juntar toda la palabra. Entonces, eso es como mucho más fácil en lugar de intentar decir toda la palabra y no pronunciarlo bien. So, practice breaking down the words into smaller sounds and practice each small sound. Yes, Roger Ruiz, break it down. Okay. Exactly. Enki says you can break it down into syllables, different syllables. Perfect. So don't try and say it all at once, but practice individual sounds. And by practicing individual sounds, you will then know the sound for other words. So you're practicing the sound that you can apply to other words. All right, so tip number 5. Tip number 5. Eso es como un tip muy importante también. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes and keep talking. So lots of people say, how can I improve my pronunciation in one day? Or they want an overnight quick trick to be the best native sounding speaker. Y eso no va a pasar. No hay como un tip como mágico para que ustedes suenen como nativos mañana. El tip más importante, el tip mágico realmente es seguir practicando y toma su tiempo. So many people don't have the courage or the dedication to learn a second language, and it isn't easy. If it was easy to learn a language, all of us would speak 2 or 3 or 4 languages, but it's not easy. So don't expect to sound like your favorite characters from the movies or like a native English speaker in 1 month. It takes time. So practice speaking with friends, listen to different types of accents, listen to yourself speaking English. So record yourself speaking in English so you can hear how you are improving over time. All right. Exactly. Todo está en la práctica y la constancia. Perfect. I couldn't have said it better. It's all about consistency and practicing. The only way you're going to improve your pronunciation is if you speak. And actually, my husband, who is learning English, once said to me, when I make a mistake in English and someone corrects me, I remember that correction. Entonces es importante hacer como que hagan los errores en inglés, porque cuando uno está hablando con, por ejemplo, un nativo y se da cuenta que eso está mal y puede escuchar como la forma correcta para decir algo, se queda en los recuerdos, como, bueno, la próxima vez yo no voy a cometer este error, y uno aprende haciendo errores en inglés. Suena como un poquito raro, pero esa es la verdad. So the more you make mistakes, but practice and learn, the easier English will become. Exactly, Jefferson David. Don't expect to sound like a native English speaker soon. Enjoy the process of learning a new language. Perfectly said. Okay. I consider using more elements like music to help me improve my pronunciation. Very good. So again, listening to audio, kind of listening and then repeating what you hear. Okay, Google Translator, when you use the sound function, that can help you with the pronunciation. Excellent. All right. Yes, Luciana, that's a good tip. Have realistic expectations for your English. The idea is that you can pronounce things well, and it doesn't matter if you have an accent. Everyone has an accent when they're learning a new language. I have a very strange accent in Spanish, pero no me da pena hablar. I'm always going to have a strange accent, but I'm always going to keep continuing to learn another language as well. All right. Let me see your comments here. Okay, Frey is asking, how much time do you recommend to study English daily? Entonces, Frey, eso depende como en el horario de uno. Y yo diría que es como dedicar un buen tiempo, 1 hora, 2 horas diarios, para como empezar a mejorar todo el tema en inglés y como ver los avances de uno. Okay. So listen to the radio. Perfect. Excellent. You've got lots of good tips. So if you want even more tips, check out the comments in this video. We have lots of great tips coming in from students as well. Y recuerden, si quieren seguir aprendiendo, si quieren como más clases como más largas, visita nuestra página openenglish.com o visita el link en este video para recibir más información sobre los cursos de nosotros y seguir practicando. Eso es muy importante. Espero que ustedes hayan disfrutado la clase de hoy. Vamos a seguir mañana con hashtag Pronunciation Week a las 5 de la tarde en el horario estándar del este. All right. So we will be back here at 5 o'clock tomorrow on Facebook and Instagram to continue with Pronunciation Week, hashtag Pronunciation Week. So tomorrow we will be practicing pronunciation sounds together. So we went over some tips today, but tomorrow we will be practicing these sounds together in our class. So I hope to see everyone there. Thank you for all of your comments and for your participation in the class today. Adriana Cruz, thank you for connecting again. Nice to see you. All right, Marisol, thank you for being here. Frank, thank you so much. Marco Antonio, thank you, and I hope to see everyone here on Facebook and Instagram tomorrow. Take care. Have a wonderful afternoon.